everyone, Jason here. And to be honest with you, like this one topic, it's gonna happen sooner than later because if I keep like putting it off, I'm never gonna talk about it. And this is something I've really wanted to talk about with everybody. Basically, this one's just gonna come from the heart, I guess. I'm gonna call this episode 2, Life's Not Over. Basically, today's topic is about having HIV, being HIV positive, living with HIV, whatever have you. Me, myself, like I mentioned in my About Me video. And for those of you that didn't see the video, I, myself, being HIV positive for the past 5 years now. As you can see, I lead a pretty normal life. I go to the doctor routine, routine checkups, routine blood work. Everything's fine. I am on treatment. I am undetectable, which means basically that my viral load is so low that I have a really low risk of transmitting it, or that I could also, even end up, giving a false negative on a test, which is really amazing, due to how things used to be when it came to stuff like this, especially in terms of society. To be honest with you, it wasn't an easy thing for me at first. I found out I was diagnosed, like I said, about 5 years ago, close to my mom's birthday actually. I felt so bad because I forgot to call her that year, but she understood. And it was just really hard. This is something really hard for anybody to receive. Anybody, whether you be male, whether you be female, whether you be younger, whether you be older. This is very hard hitting news to anybody. I, to be honest with you, couldn't react at all. Like, I just sat there with my mouth open and just tears rolling out of my face. And I laugh about it now because I think about it and it's like, God, you're such a drama queen. But it's the fact that it's just such hard news that it hurt, like it really messes with you. And I'm just here to basically tell you that you're not alone. We all go through this. We receive the news. It's hard. We cry. We get sad. It is natural. It is normal, and it is okay. It is okay to be sad. You know why? Because the feelings that are there, like you're gonna start feeling like, what happened? Why did I do this? Why me? What did I do to deserve this? It's very heartbreaking, you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, it's okay. It's okay. Just, cry it out if you have to do it. But my main thing today is to actually getting out and talking about it. To be honest with you, it wasn't easy for me at all. Number one, because God only knows how the hell my family and friends were gonna react. Because those were the people I were most concerned about. The rest of the world really didn't faze me until I started actually getting back into it. First things first, close friends and family. Now, I actually ended up just calling everybody. To be honest with you, I couldn't hold it in. Like, I had to let everybody know. And to be honest with you, I'm glad I did. I'm really glad that I picked up this phone and called my mom. I unfortunately couldn't call my aunt because she was at work. I texted her. I know. And I called my grandmother. Now, while, mind you, it was 3 completely different reactions. My grandmother was completely copacetic, which was actually very, very weird for me because I didn't think that I thought she was the one that was going to flip out. My mom's the one that actually flipped out at first because she really didn't understand what was going on, and she didn't understand HIV to begin with. And it was okay, I understood. And my aunt, which was basically like, oh my God, what happened? She's the one that like asked the most questions. She's the one that actually did the research. She sat my mom down and calmed her down and talked to her and let her know. And then afterwards, everything was okay. Everybody was fine. Everyone's like, you're gonna be fine. Like everybody was asking me, are you okay? Like, are you gonna be okay? Like, do you have plans? Are you thinking of killing yourself? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. This is a shock to me, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I didn't kill myself because I'm still here. So it was very hard, and then came my friends. My thing is that I hang out with a lot of people, and we do a lot of things together. And while I know that you don't hug somebody, and while I know that you can still interact and do and this and that, well, I mean, it wasn't so much the physical interaction. It was more me telling them and how they're going to react to me having it. And which, it was really surprising for me because I still have, they're just scattered about everywhere, have such awesome and amazingly cool friends that once I told them and I broke that barrier down and I let them know, they were okay with it. Nobody changed with me. Nobody changed the way they thought of me. Nobody saw me differently. Nobody, nothing. And it was amazing. And I'm like, okay, so this isn't going to be bad at all. Another thing is not to limit your life. Don't limit yourself because others tell you you can't, or because you think that you're not going to be able to. To be honest with you, I thought the same thing, and if that were the case, I wouldn't have taken culinary arts. Like, the thought of cutting myself alone was scary enough. You know, imagine me having what I got and then cutting myself at work and other people knowing or other people finding out. Like, it was just horrible. And I said I wasn't going to do it, but then I had, again, my support system, which was my friends and family. You know, that's actually was a point I was trying to make, was to create a support system. You know, after after you tell your friends and your family, like, you create that support system, they will, you know, they won't let you be sad about it. They'll pick you up out of this shit, which is good, which is something you need. You need good words, you need kind words, you need a lot of positivity, and you just need to be brought up a little bit, you know, and family and friends are really good at doing that, especially if they care for you a lot. You know, so going back to culinary arts, I would have never done it. You know, I would have never done it if that were the case. And I did, you know, and I did it, and I cooked professionally, and my chef knew, the assistant knew, like people knew, you know, and it was okay. Like, it's not over. Your life is not over. Your life does not end here. If anything, it only begins. It only begins, because, to be honest with you, if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have the confidence to talk to you about it now. I wouldn't have the confidence to look at this camera and speak to you now about it. This is something super serious. To be honest with you, I don't know if any other YouTuber in the gay community has done a video like this. And if they have, awesome. And just going through all of these changes in life and changing myself and the way I see myself and the way I, you know, act. And sex life, either way, doesn't end at all. It doesn't. And I, like I said, was not capable of speaking about this to anybody. Like, other than my friends and family, that was it. Nobody. I was not comfortable. I was really kind of ashamed. I was also intimidated, kind of scared, because I didn't know how my future potential partners, as well as sexual partners, were going to take this, were going to handle it, were going to react. And I've gotten a lot of positive and negative feedback. To be honest with you, my thought process behind it is that, you know what? It happened to me. I don't want it to happen to someone else. What happened was that apparently, I don't know if the guy that I was with knew that they had it and didn't tell me, or they didn't know that they had it. I mean, like, I had to call people. Like, I ended up freaking out a couple people. I had to tell everybody I was ever with to get tested. That's very, like, ugh. But you know what? I'm glad I did, because you know what? It's getting out there, and it's something serious. You do have to let people know. You do have to still talk about it. Like, seriously, like, this wasn't always the case for me. Like I said, it was very hard at first, but now, like I said, I don't care. You know, let people know. Let whoever you were with know. Like, if you had unprotected sex with them, you know what I mean? So on and so forth. And it'll work out a lot better for you. Another thing behind my thought process behind it is that, you know what? Honesty is the best policy. To me, it's very liberating. A lot of people appreciate honesty a lot more, rather than you hiding it from them, you know, with like a lie of omission, or letting them know down the road. People take it a lot more when you're just more upfront and letting them know, listen, this is what's, before anything else happens, because we have really good chemistry, this is what's going on. And I usually leave it up to them. And I get, you know, I still get, you know, my negative things here and there, but not so much as before. Before, it was horrible. Before, I had guys tell me that I was disgusting, that I was infected, and that I was gonna die, and that they wanted nothing to do with me. And I was like, okay, well, thanks, you know what I mean? And it would get me down, but at the same time, I can't let them get me down. So you keep going, life goes on. And so I keep talking to people, and lo and behold, eventually I gain this confidence that, you know what, it is what it is. It's a part of me, it's not going anywhere, take it or leave it, you know what I mean? You want to be with me, you're going to accept me for no matter what. And it's stuck, you know what I mean? I will talk to somebody, like, let's say on a dating website or something, and I'll let them know, you know, we have good chemistry, okay, you seem awesome, blah, 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 you know, but before anything else happens, I want to let you know this is what's up. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, you know, thank you for the honesty, you know, therefore, you know, and they've told me they've appreciated it. And, you know, then they give me their feedback on it. Either they say, well, unfortunately, I can't expose myself to anything like that. Or they'll say, you know, I appreciate the honesty, but unfortunately, no, you know, I don't think it's something I'll do. Or, you know, like, there'll be those guys that'll be like, you know what, it's okay. With protection, everything's the same. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. And that's what's even more amazing, is that ignorance doesn't affect everybody, which is amazing. So that's great, you know. But a lot of people are ignorant to the situation and don't understand what's going on and don't know. And so they rather continue to not know or do the research and to just treat you like shit, you know. And that's fine. If that makes you feel better, then kudos to you. You're doing a great job. But to be honest with you, you're a douchebag to me. So it is what it is. Definitely life isn't over. Like, don't think that it is. Like, it really is not. Keep going. Like, keep doing what you're passionate about. Keep doing what you really want to do in your life, no matter what. Meet that person. Go out and have fun. Don't stay at home sulking and just... No, it's not healthy, because then you're going to end up getting depressed, and then you're not going to end up doing anything with yourself, and while the entire world is still living. So, I mean, it's rather just to, you know, accept it. You know, it's there. Definitely do go talk to a doctor if it does happen. Listen to what your doctor has to say. Go in for your regular blood work. Talk to them about different medication options. I mean, science has it down to one pill. One freaking pill for you to be okay, for you to live the rest of your life normally, you know. And that is what's amazing. That's awesome. Science is amazing. I love science. I really just hope that this video does touch somebody. It does get out there. It does get seen. I really hope that people do, you know, actually listen to what I have to say about this type of situation, especially it being something so hardcore and something so you know. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What are your feelings about this? What are your feelings about, you know, people, about the HIV stigma that still exists around everywhere? You know, let me know what you guys think. Let me know, you know, if you guys have any stories, anything, let me know down below in the comments. That's what they're there for. And just like this video, subscribe to me if anything. Thank you so much for sitting here and listening to what I have to say. And you have an awesome day. You can do anything, no matter what.